Hi everyone, welcome back. Today let's see Heliotrope Acrylic Color how to create. I am putting some blue and some red along with white for color mixing. First, when we are mixing these colors, we can get purple first. After this purple along with red, mixing well together for the color mixing and adding some white too, we can get Heliotrope Acrylic Color. There is one thing, an interesting fact. Heliotrope plant and flowers are available. A heliotrope plant that towards the sun always. Heliotrope flowers most commonly bloom in shades of purple. However, blossom may be blue, white or pink. In the language of flowers, heliotrope is traditionally symbolic of eternal love and devotion. A plant of the borage family, cultivated for its fragrant purple or blue flowers. After getting Heliotrope Acrylic Color, I will bring you an idea to paint you a sunlight with this color. So I am using 10 by 12 canvas board and moist the flat brush size 24 and picking some Heliotrope to make a line like this first. This divided 1/3 of canvas, 3 part is getting sky part along with forest, another 1 part is getting water body and field. Here is dabbing is a painting technique where is mixing of any 1, 2 or more acrylic paint, mixing together then applied to a surface of the canvas using a brushes or sponge in a dabbing motion. Next, using same flat brush and loading paint both sides of the bristles, dabbing around like this. And after this, picking some white and some heliotrope to create the center like shade, because here we are going to create sun and rays. The sun will go the straight from center point, so like if you see sun rays get straight. Next, picking little black mixed with the previous color to give the details of shadows of leaves like this. It's very important should handle the brush very light pressure to create the leaves here. Dabbing techniques, picking up paint with your brush and dabbing repeatedly on the surface of the canvas. These techniques' beauty lies in the ability to produce a textured appearance resembling variant surfaces, such as softness of clouds, the roughness of tree bark, or the intensity of foliage by varying the pressure and density of the dabbing. You can slowly but surely create stunning composition made just individual dabbing strokes. Now continuously creating the field, so picking some black and some heliotrope, mixing well and create field like this. But very essential, always with the brush little bit of water. Right side also create the plain field in dark shade. This is the background to create just grass on it. Now I am completely washing the same flat brush, but the same flat brush only I am here also using. And picking some heliotrope mixing with white acrylic to create the details of water body, one corner to another corner. After this, make dark shade between edge of the playing field and water body. The same dark to create both sides of the playing field to create like this. Here I am using a glow brush size 4, picking little black mix with some heliotrope to create the trees just to give less pressure on the brush. I want to use less pressure on the brush, getting smaller branches up towards the top of the tree. Always try to paint in shorter strokes for the best coverage in acrylic painting. Don't press too hard on the brush while you are painting. Give strokes gently without giving and adding any pressure. Whenever you feel hard to paint, wet your brush with water before painting. The way you hold your brushes can play a role in acrylic painting. The type of brush you can use impact the appearances of brush strokes. You can use brushes with synthetic bristles. Brushes generally best for acrylic painting. It can be stiff or soft. Surface structure is very important. A smooth surface will result in good visible brush strokes. Try to experimenting with different techniques and different brushes in acrylic painting. Consider some factors that may affect the visibility of brush strokes in your painting. Here I am going to create one more big tree. The same brush only I am going to use, loading black acrylic both side of the bristles to create tree like this. Holding brush and keeping bristles abreast vertical way, put lesser pressure on the top. Next, give a little more pressure when come downwards to create the trunk of the tree. Later we will come back to highlight and give the realistic look to give the trees with branches and leaves. I want to create bright spot. Here a little dab of white with my finger very lightly. You get further at the angle changes and you can get further and further away. I am going to make the two rays behind of the trees, another one before it. Using masking tape for suns to further away, we have needed 3 of these. Here we are going to create sun rays. So I am using flat brush size 4. Mix with some white, load the bristles of brush like transparent, the titanium white. Put some sun rays. I am going to go back to a brush that is fairly large and able to create these large sun rays coming down through the trees. Do through it and push the paint up and downwards around a little bit. Eventually this way come backwards and keeping line towards the sun. So keeping the sun rays going in a straight line. Next, coming to the trunk, give the highlighting and realistic look. So using the same angular brush to highlight the trunk, picking light shade of heliotrope to create highlighting of tree trunk when come down bottom of the trees. Just create like V shape in the trees both side of the trunk like this. I am using fan brush size 6 and picking light shade of the same color come across here. I want to give some light shade of color coming in front of here's a branch right here. Put light over the top of this, especially around here. I want to make light shade of trees leaves far away. big brush strokes when I come down to go to get thicker for tree trunk. Finally, I am coming here to create the grass. I am creating the grass on the field in the light shade and create the highlighting of water bodies with the water too. Don't feel hard to try your own paintings, just fun and do it. I think detail of these paintings and the color combination inspiring you. If you are the absolute beginner, try this painting. I am welcoming you to paint in my art journey. In this A to Z concept, I am sharing here different brush strokes and techniques for beginners. Here color creating challenging and one color using with the making of painting. Here are getting ready for you in my upcoming videos. Stay connected, like, share, subscribe. See you in my next video.